Welcome back to the channel. I'm Stephen Heiner, and today I'm going to do something a little different from my normal book review videos because I'm long overdue for my Happy 100 subscribers video. I'm actually at 125 now, and I have to say, every time I check the statistics, I'm always shocked that some stranger on the internet has watched my thoughts on a book. Now, I know that there's so many millions and hundreds of millions of people searching, so inevitably someone will come across my content, and sometimes they only watch it for 10 seconds, and maybe it still shows up as a view. But I thought, for however many of you are real subscribers, are engaged, like to see more of my content, I thought I would actually do a non-book video to let you know a little bit more about the man behind the book. What is it that informs the way that I think about books in the world? So this is it. This is the video. And I've been meaning actually to do this for a while. You could tell I'm at 125 subscribers, and I had planned to do it, the day that I'd hit 100, which was some months ago. But I've been doing some traveling, and I wanted to keep the background consistent, whatever it may be for the current time period. It may change in the future, but... So my name's Stephen Heiner. I'm the oldest of 4 children. I'm the only boy. My 3 younger sisters are all married, all with children, and they all live in the state of Kansas, in the middle of the United States, pretty much dead center, both east-west and north-south. My father passed away in 2018, so my mom lives alone there in Kansas, along with my sisters. So she's nearby everybody, so they get free babysitting, but also free parenting advice at times, although my mom's frankly pretty good about that. She doesn't push her views too often. And I am the one who left the United States back in 2013 after selling a company. In 2012, I spent a year figuring out how to move to France, and I've been here ever since. I have a writing business, which takes up a lot of my time, but I have several other small businesses that I run, and some projects like this. This YouTube channel essentially long existed as a personal repository. If you go back to the oldest videos, you're going to find family videos, me skydiving, jazz concerts I've been to. So it was a personal channel for a long, long time. I never had, I thought, intended to be a YouTuber of sorts, but I was intrigued by BookTube, the videos I would see as I did research for the book clubs that I hosted. And I've been hosting book clubs for many years now. And I prepare for those book club discussions by reading criticism and looking at what's available on YouTube. And after a while I thought, well, I'm reading these books anyway. I'm writing Goodreads reviews. I might as well take the time to just record a short few words about the book itself. So rather less of a review of the book's plot and more my particular comments on it. And it's been interesting to look at the statistics. So by far the most popular review I have is for a book by Jean Raspail called The Camp of the Saints. Now, it's a very controversial book. It's been recommended by Steve Bannon and Marine Le Pen. I referenced this in the review. And the reason why it's so viewed is because there's a paucity of information about it. The book's not in print. It's difficult to find. It's denounced by certain people in the media as being hateful and racist, and it's not. And I own the book. I've taken the time to read it. And because I'm one of the few reviews on YouTube that actually read the book, I think that's why I'm getting reviews. It doesn't mean that people agree with me. In fact, I would say the comments are pretty much 50-50, maybe 60-40 pro my video. But there are plenty of people, saying I'm an idiot, I don't know what I'm talking about. And it's good to hear that. It's one of the things I like about YouTube is it puts a firm check on the ego. So that's my top-rated book review of the last year. I've been doing this coming up on a year. I started in earnest. When did I start? December of 2020. So actually, sorry, I'm coming up on 2 years. I started December 2020 as an extension. I was hoping to do an online book club at the time, And I thought that I would record those online book discussions and put them on, but that that book club did not continue. I think you have to build a critical mass of people. In my experience, it's true in my real life book clubs, but it translates into online as well. You need a mass of people, of which only a certain number actually come to each book club, and the rest just sort of orbit around and aspire to be part of the book club, but they don't actually do so. So that very first one I did, it's in December of 2020. I'm looking at the stats now. 82 views. So not a lot. That was way back when. But right above it, Dan Jones's The Plantagenets, which is a book about history, right next to a short story by Tolstoy, that's at 116. That's not much more than 82, but one of my hallmarks is I've been looking for reviews that are at or around 100 views, because I feel like anyone can get 5, 10, 15, 20, maybe even 70 reviews. But once you're approaching 100 and go beyond, I think it's picking up even the slightest bit of momentum. And I'll be interested to see how that plays out. Not long after that, I did Alone on the Wall by Alex Honnold, which is another nonfiction. I've been testing the genres. I've been testing, what different types of books I've been reviewing on here, not just, shall we say, classics. And so that's been part of the process as well, is trying to figure out, what works and what doesn't. So Alex Honnold at 97 is almost to 100. What else has been doing well? The Guns of August by Barbara Tuchman. That's a book I enjoyed very much. It's a nonfiction book about how World War I happened, in the sense we sleepwalked into it as a civilization. And I think the book got a lot of play following the Russian invasion of Ukraine. So that's why that book has popped, and so it's around 600 plus views now and continuing to rise, and I think that will continue to do so. 2 books in November of 2021 that did okay. Pride and Prejudice. I did a review of the Easton Press, which is a very finely printed edition. That's over 100 views. And Dune, which I recently finished, Dune Messiah, and I'll be doing a review of that. That also has around 100. Flannery O'Connor's The Violet Bear It Away has got over 200. And above that, Irene Nemirovsky's Suite Française. So again, fiction. That seems to be doing well. I already had mentioned Camp of the Saints. And so the books that seem to be doing well are fiction in general, but now and then I have nonfiction books that are popping up and doing well. So I suppose part of this for me, part of doing this video, is to ask you all for some feedback. What sort of books would you like me to cover? I also have some experience and expertise in travel and in business, and I've thought about doing videos on those themes as well. They would be completely different. I mean, I suppose I could talk about travel books or business books, and that would be one way to go, but the business books haven't been very well received. For example, I uploaded a Gary Vaynerchuk one recently, one of his better books, I thought, and that did not get a lot of traction. So that may not be something you all are very interested in. So if you would take the time to let me know what you'd like me to review, what you're interested in, or Q&A, I'm happy to answer in the comments any questions you might have about me personally. As you can see in the back, there's Velasquez's Crucifixion. I am a practicing Roman Catholic. That informs everything I do every day. It certainly informs the books that I read. And it doesn't mean that I need to agree with everything that is in a given work. In fact, part of the beauty of having a faith is that it helps you to understand how other people may see things differently. Now, it doesn't mean that I'll read anything. There are obviously things that are offensive to modesty and to decency, but it does mean that I've read Martin Luther. It means I've read John Calvin. I'm willing to read people with whom I disagree or whom I don't even share religion. I think I've talked before in one of the reviews about the Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita. It's interesting to see how other religions, other parts of the world understand truths that I understand differently, and that can help me build bridges if and when I do have the opportunity to communicate with these people about what I believe, if they're interested in talking about it. So, as I say, thank you for the subscribers who are truly subscribers and are interested in following what I'm reading and talking about. And feel free to ask any questions in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them, and I'll do my best to continue offering reviews. Hope to do them more frequently. I'm still committed to doing at least 2 a month, but I may do more. And if you'd like to support the work, as always, hit like, subscribe, share with your friends, and maybe consider supporting my work on Patreon or buying one of the books that I review using the bookshop or Amazon link below. Until next time, enjoy your reading.